Alright, so it's a new week and that means new missions for the Knighthood boss battle, and today I'm going to try to get at least 9,000 points against Einek on hell difficulty for week 37. So for this week the missions are clear after using at most 25 skills, clear after dealing 300,000 damage or more in a single attack, use rank 3 skills 2 times, and defeat the last enemy with a demon hero skill. Now this one at the bottom we're not going to use because we are going to use a team of full human heroes. Now with this team I was able to get like top 15, now it's top 17. That will of course change, but this appears to be one of the better teams that you can use this week, even though you are losing out on 30% total score. So you don't really need to do this one right here. Actually it's less than that, it's like 15% total score because this is like additional points. Anyway, so this is the team we're gonna use. We're gonna use a full team of human heroes. We have Luda Margaret Grace on Brunhild, of course, because Luda Margaret Grace will increase our attack by 5% per buff applied to all enemies. So that is gonna be very nice against this boss specifically, because he's gonna steal our buffs and give himself a bunch of buffs, and when you attack him with Brunhild he will deal a lot of damage. Now the end result here is gonna be we're gonna ult with Brunhild to fully heal us and deal a lot of damage with her ultimate. I do have her ultimate at 6/6, so that is something I do have. You don't need her holy relic because of course we do have Kyojin and stuff like that. We will cleanse all the debuffs, so that doesn't matter at all. But Brunhild is really nice because this card can break the shield that the boss has, so can this card if the boss has a couple of like alt gauge orbs. So that is very nice. And we are also gonna use Arthur here for his passive that's gonna increase our HP by up to 40%. Super nice because we do have 4 units on the field, and he's also gonna like be able to remove ultimates, and removing ultimates gives you like 50 points, or alt gauge orbs I guess gives you 50 points. Kizuna, she was given out for free, so if you played like a year ago or so, you should probably have her. And there are of course alternatives, like just go for anyone that's gonna increase your attack related stats or basic stats through a buff of some kind. I am of course using Kizuna here because she is also gonna be able to rank up our cards whenever we attack, and when she does rank up our cards she's gonna increase our attack related stats like this, and then we're gonna use the gold card here to give ourselves an additional 30% basic stats. So that is basically what we're gonna do. We're also gonna ult with her. I do have her at 3/6, so that is gonna be an additional like 21% increased damage. This is not a lot, so at 1/6 to 3/6 like that doesn't matter. So if you have her at 1/6 that is totally fine as well. And we're also gonna use Mikasa of course because of her holy relic that is gonna increase our basic stats by up to 40%, as well as our single target damage by 60%, because we do have 4 allies on the battlefield. That is very crazy. And we're also gonna use her ultimate that is gonna increase our basic stats by a further 50%. Now this is not a blue buff, so it does stack with Kizuna's buff, so there's going to be a total of 80% basic stat increase. We are eating HP food, and we do have our card set to this card set right here. That is going to increase our attack related stats by 12%. That is very nice. There are other card sets that you can use. Type in human here, and there's this one that works on the Knighthood boss battle. That's going to increase your damage dealt by I believe 10%. This could potentially work. We are also going to be able to use this one right here. That's going to increase our HP and single target attack damage. I think this one might actually be better than this one right here, but I'm just gonna use this one because I haven't ranked this one up yet. Otherwise, if you don't have any of those, just go here, auto set the card sets to HP just to increase your max HP, because the more HP you have at the end, the more points you're also gonna get. And that is why we're gonna ult with Brunhild, because of course Brunhild's ultimate heals us. So if we can heal up to full, get our HP all the way up to full, then we're gonna have more total HP, and that's gonna give us more total points at the end. But yeah, that is the team. I just want to add here that the gear set I have on them is attack crit on Brunhild and HP defense on everyone else. I just forgot to mention that in the video, but I'm just gonna mention it right now. So yeah, it is going to work very well if we can pull this off. Now there are a couple of criteria that we do need to meet, like the very final turn we do need to use Brunhild's ult, we do need to use Kizuna's ult, we do need to use Kizuna's gold buff card, and we do need to use Mikasa's ult as well. So those 4 attacks need to be like the final attack that you do. But turn 1 here, and if you don't know what the boss does, he gains a shield every 2 turns. So turn 1 he gains a shield, and turn 3 he's going to gain a shield, turn 5 he's going to gain a shield, and so on. Also turn 1 on the second phase, as well as turn 3 on the second phase. But here turn 1 we're just going to use this card. This is going to break the shield because we do have Luda Margaret Grace of course, so we're going to break that shield. We're going to remove this alt gauge orb. If you don't have an alt gauge orb, don't use this card yet because it is going to be a waste, but this is going to give us 50 points, so that is very nice. And we're just going to waste the 2 Mikasa cards. Now the boss is of course on the second phase going to remove all our buffs, so what we're going to try to get here is as many like Kizuna gold cards as we possibly can, potentially like 2 gold buff cards. That is going to maximize like the amount of buffs that the boss gets, and then it's also going to give us at least 1 more gold card with Kizuna that we can use for the final phase there. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this card. I think I'm going to use this card. We'll see what I do. So I'm going to use this. This might just... Oh, Nah, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna move a Brunhild card to get closer with her ult, and then I'm gonna use this card. Hopefully we're gonna get at least one more Mikasa card so that we can get her ult. I'm not gonna rush this, actually. I don't want to deal too much damage. Dealing too much damage could potentially be problematic, because we don't want to push the phase just yet. Unfortunately, we didn't get any more Mikasa cards. We did get some Kizuna cards and no like Kizuna buff cards. That is unfortunate indeed. So what I will do here is I'm just gonna waste one of these cards, and we are gonna just use this like this. Then we're gonna use this card, and I'm probably not gonna do anything else other than like move a Kizuna card. But again, I don't want to deal too much damage. I actually don't want to kill the boss. Him ulting us shouldn't be a problem. It's not going to deal too much damage anyway. So here we go. We got our 2 gold cards at least. And we did get another buff card. That is absolutely perfect. And a Mikasa card. So we can get closer with Mikasa's ult. Super, super nice. So what I will do here is I am going to like attack with Mikasa. So I'm going to move the card with Mikasa. Then I'm going to attack with Mikasa. That is going to give her a debuff, because the boss, when he applies this thing and you attack him with this thing on, that is going to apply a debuff to you. He does this on the 4th turn, which I believe is like this one right here. Applies dissolve on the target for 2 turns when attacked. So this is like the metal armor or whatever he has on him. So we're gonna attack that, then we're gonna cleanse that with this card. I don't think we will kill, but we might actually kill with this card. That's also gonna give us the Kizuna ult, and if we don't kill, we can just kill him next turn. We should be totally fine anyway. Now you do need to keep in mind, you only have like 25 skill card uses. So if you use 4 skill cards every single turn for 6 turns, that is going to be 24 skill cards. So you do need to keep in mind exactly how many like skill card uses you use. But here we're just gonna, I think, attack with this card, or perhaps even this card, just to break it and kill him. So we're gonna do this, and I'm just gonna waste any more cards. So this is easily gonna kill. I think I'm gonna save this card because I want to break the shield, but I don't want to deal too much damage to the boss. Dealing too much damage could potentially be very, very bad for us. Here we do still have quite a lot of buffs, even though Mikasa did have her buffs removed, which is totally fine because we do have their ultimates already ready. So what we want to do is we just want to break the shield. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attack once. I'm probably not going to do any more attacks with any of my units. I think that is quite easily going to break the shield, and then we're going to have the ultimates ready. We're gonna ult with this card, we're gonna ult with this card, then we're gonna buff up with this, because ulting with this actually damages the boss, and that is gonna rank up this. This is gonna give us also 30% attack related stats, so that's very nice, and it's also gonna cleanse all the debuffs. Here, as you can see, the boss has quite a lot of these like defense related stat increase, so he will take a lot less damage. But what we can do is we can use this card. That's gonna increase our damage dealt as well. Then we're gonna use this card with Mikasa. Now you do want to keep in mind, like, if you have the boss, at least with my Mikasa who is 1/6 and my Kizuna who is 3/6, Kizuna won't deal too much damage here, but Mikasa can deal quite a lot of damage. So Mikasa is probably gonna deal like 200k or more damage, so you do need to keep in mind how much health the boss has. Kizuna will deal like 30k damage or something like that with the first attack, so it's very, very weak. But we're gonna use these cards. Then this is gonna be a gold card. I think we've already completed that mission, haven't we? Yeah, we have. And then we're gonna ult anyway, so the ult is gonna deal, it's not gonna crit. The boss has incredible like crit resistance, but it's still gonna deal like 1.7, 1.8 million at 6/6, so that's gonna be very nice. So there we go, we got the 50% basic stats from Mikasa's ultimate, then we got another 30% here, and then we're ulting 1.9 million almost, and we fully healed, of course, did a lot of like overkill damage. So let's see the score. I'm guessing 12k. We'll just see. 12.1k, totally respectable. This is like the top 20 score at the moment. This is a Sunday, of course. This is gonna change throughout the week as more people are using this team, or perhaps even finding a better team. Now, of course, you can still use this team from last week. It might even be better, or this appears to be a really good team here, or even this team right here. These all appear to be very, very legit teams, probably, so you can potentially get a little bit more score with that, but I kind of wanted to use a team that is utilizing one of the new units, and that being Mikasa. But yeah, with that, I think that is going to be it for this video. Hope you liked it. Hope you found the guide helpful. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a most wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.